and get us started on the biggest game of the weekend. Give the people what they want, right, Jack?
Yes.
We got Bengals beat the Chiefs.
Giants commies. Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
Giants commies, exactly. Bengals beat the Chiefs 27-24. They outlast them, took the lead in the fourth quarter, were able to get a stop and then basically run out the clock and not give Mahomes another opportunity late in the game. This is the third time that the Bengals have beat the Chiefs in the last calendar year, twice last year in January and in the playoffs, and then now once again this season. Chiefs seem to have a kryptonite in the league, and it's Joey B and the Cincinnati Bengals. Who would have thought? Jack, what do you think about this Bengals-Chiefs game?
I mean, I thought this game, like classic two good teams. It was even a good score. I felt like if they were going to run up the table too much, it would have really felt, the defenses aren't doing much. But no, this wasn't like some sort of 70-70 sort of shootout. Not that would happen, but it was high scoring, right? 24-27 is pretty high scoring. It's two top teams. I know I had the Bengals high. I was hotter than them than you were, I know, but two very top teams. I mean, I definitely, that's note in the wrong column there. I definitely think this was a tale of I remember a lot of third and fourth. That like there are a lot of just like in a game that's this close, right? I think, as you said, the Bengals have beat them three times this calendar year. I think all of those times have been the same score. They were at least the same differential. They were at least, I think they were all 3-point games. And it just gets so close. Stuff like the Travis Kelce fumble around midfield, right? When the Bengals, I think they either went to get a field goal or they went and fizzled out like a 4th and 1 and didn't convert it or something, whatever it was. And while the Chiefs had a touchdown lead, I think it was a touchdown lead, or at least a field goal lead. And like they get this big fumble, middle of the field, massive. I think the Bengals then go turn that into a touchdown. There's so many little things that if the Bengals lost, there's one play I wanted to highlight specifically because it was a 4th and 1/3 of a yard sort of thing. It was 4th, less than a yard, maybe not 4th in inches, but like less than half a yard. And the Bengals scheme up this sort of tight end run. And you might think, that's like a fullback run, but like with the tight end as the fullback. No, some sort of tight end sweep. They were gonna have an east-west sort of run to the tight end, and it gets blown up instantly, and they lose a yard, turn the ball over. And this is on 4th and 1/3 at like the Kansas City 4. And when I saw that,
right,
I was
there at the red zone.
Yeah. And when I think the Chiefs were leading. And this is the I believe it's second half. I should have written that down. But like this is an important moment. But nope. They do this 3rd, 4th down play calling that I see so much. We'll talk about the Patriots later. But there's just so many big moments in a game like this between two teams that are so good. I know you didn't see as much of this. What did I know you saw at the end though? What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw the end and I watched all the highlights to get a feel for this game. And at least from that perspective, not watching it during the game, I wonder if the game was even as close as it looks. To me, it seemed like Bengals had a lot of opportunities that they kind of squandered during the game. They moved the ball, I would say, a lot better than the Chiefs did. When they would get down to the to the red zone, they would settle for field goals. And so both teams seem to be running the ball pretty good, but the Bengals seem to be controlling the game, in my opinion, from what I saw. And I didn't see the Chiefs really have an answer to stopping them in the air or on the ground. It just happens that, the Bengals threw a quick out, like a 7 route to, I think, Higgins or whatever the receiver was. He dropped it in the end zone early on.
Oh, I remember that. That's also another big. Yeah,
they kicked the field goal, and those are the types of things where you say, yeah, Kansas City will come through with this because the Bengals aren't capitalizing. But even despite that, they still win because they had such production on the offensive side. And then you bring up the 4th and 1. That could have been a touchdown. And now you ask yourself, hey, like you could have been up. I don't know. This could have been a 10, 14-point game instead of 3, in my opinion. That's just what I saw.
No, yeah. I think I'd say I'd agree. I mean, the run games, the two teams especially, like we're both very good. I was surprised. Perrine I don't know if I can say his first name, Samaje Perine, perhaps.
Perine?
Yeah, on the Bengals. Perine? Is it?
Is that his name?
It's not Perine. Either way, running back of the Bengals backup because Mixon's out. 106 yards, 5 yards a carry. Pretty good. Like that's better than that's good. It's better than they average most of the time. So for it and yeah, I mean Jamar Chase being back, Joe Burrow was 25 or 31. They almost had 100 more yards of offense. I mean,
Chase looked good. Chase looked good, and
only one turnover, and it was that fumble in the whole game. In the whole game was that Kelce fumble. Very clean game. I mean, it was something to watch.
I said I like the Bengals to win the Super Bowl this year, preseason. Okay,
preseason.
Then at the 8-week in point or whatever, I went completely off them. I was like, they're not even going to get to the playoffs because I didn't see anything from the offensive line. No. Now all of a sudden they want to be able to protect.
I know, yeah.
I don't. It's just crazy. I don't know.
Turned it on.
If they can give Joe Burrow time in the pocket, I mean, look at Chase is electric. He really is.
Yeah.
So and if the run game's going to work, oh my God.
And I mean they just have so many offensive weapons that. I mean, you got T. Higgins is another. Right? He's also a wide receiver 1, level talent. Like it's like they have 2 wide receiver 1s, and that's like. And I know who's their tight end? Is it Tyler Boyd? Is that their tight end or another? No, that's all sorts. I don't even know their tight end. But anyway, yeah. I mean, just so much offensive talent on that team. I mean, definitely will be exciting to see them. This win really helps their playoff campaign. I know they play some. I know they play some illustrious teams like the Patriots later in the season, but still, definitely helps that, especially with the Ravens. I know they didn't lose, but losing to the Jaguars. But yeah, I mean,
Lamar's hurt.
I mean, anything else? Yeah, Lamar hurt. That's what I meant to say. Anything else in this?
No, I was just going to say what's interesting is now Kansas City no longer the number 1 seed in the AFC. I believe the Bills take that.
Oh, yes, you're right.
With the tiebreaker over Kansas City. So. But all of a sudden, if the Bengals keep winning, they're going to have a chance to not only win their division, but also be up there in that conversation of fighting for the 1 seed. They're 1 game back of it right now.
Yeah.
So it's coming down to the wire there, and it's a shame that I really came off that Bengals pick. I'm kind of holding on to the fact that it was my preseason pick. I'm holding on to that.
You should have You could have rode that into the sunset.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Patriots, they keep looking moving forward.
It is mathematically possible for the Patriots to still get the first round bye. You know that mathematics said it. Anyway, let's move on.
That's good.
I mean, let's move on. Yeah, I mean, last thing. The thing you said, I think the thing you said about that this game could have been very different. I think is a very interesting. Like it could have been even Bengals winning by more. I think it's a very good, very interesting point. Stuff like that job touchdown pass. But then also for the Chiefs, stuff like that fumble. It just that this was definitely a game of big plays.
There you go. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, there you go.